Acrylic paint versus oil paint. This is a lot of personal preference. I have used both. I used acrylic paint many years ago. In Arizona, however, I find that acrylic paints dry extremely quickly. So when you are using acrylics, when you're painting something and you want to do a gradation, say, between one color and another, you're going to have to mix separately each little gradation of that color. Whereas with oil paint, you can take your brush and kind of blend them together so you get a gradation a lot faster. Another problem I have found with acrylic paints is they will dry before you're even finished painting a scene. So if you have, say you're painting a landscape and you put down a color that's not quite right, and you look at that thing and you say, oh my God, you know, that rock's really not that dark, it's a little bit lighter. And you go to wipe off the acrylic paint, it'll already be dry. And so you have to paint a thicker paint and paint over the top of it, which doesn't always work real well. Either that or you have to paint white over the top and then repaint it with more acrylic paint. So it's a lot harder to work with. Also, I think that oil paints have a lot more luminosity. They just kind of vibrate more than acrylics. I find acrylics sometimes are a little flat when you look at them. A lot of people I know are concerned with the toxicity, supposed toxicity of oil paints versus acrylic paints. Nowadays, however, because of all the concerns, the new developed oil paints are probably just about as safe as acrylic paints. There's really not much difference in as far as, you know, being poisoned by oil paints. The terpenoids that you use for thinners and cleaning your brushes are now environmentally safe. They have no odor whatsoever, and they are perfectly safe to use.